So this is the second house that I've made. Later on in the video I'll explain how I made the house from scratch, but this is where I've started to add on moss and stones. There's little steps going up around the side there. I've used bits of driftwood to hoist it up, and that's going to be a stained glass window. I just need to find more sea glass. So yeah, and it's like propped up there by another bit of driftwood, and trying to combine the natural materials as much as possible. Here I am with the glue gun adding in the moss, which a broken glue gun where I have to manually push in the glue, which is pretty annoying, but Mum gave me another one, so that's great. And yeah, here it is. I decided that I actually have added too much moss. So near the top there is more stones. You can see the underbelly there, but you won't be able to see that later. And obviously the roof needs finishing, but yeah, I used too much moss. It's not surprisingly not made it top heavy, but something I'll be aware of later. And then yeah, here it is. Pretty much finished. Just need to finish the glass window because I don't have any of the glass, as I say. I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely some learning opportunities there, but I think the landing deck looks cool. And yeah, it should be easier now. I have a better glue gun as well. So happy.
Okay, so this is how I make the houses. This is a rather big one. I made it a bit too big, to be honest, but I'm going to say that they are the people that invented ladders when they lost their wings, and they got lots of money, so now they have big fancy houses. So the first step is cutting out obviously the panels, and then I fix them in place with a toothpick, which I snap in half and use it as a sort of dowel. And then once I'm happy with the placement and that is all good, I get the big tape. And I just stick it in place. Keeping the dowels in. Sometimes the dowel sticks out. I try and avoid that, but that's just the way it is. So when there's like a join like this here, that one there, where it's corner, on the corners I just do on the outside, but when it's like that I get the small tape and secure it from both sides. So the reason I use the smaller tape on the inside is so I can fold it. So when you get the tape out, you can fold it like this, fold it in half, and then when you're going into the corners, especially if you can get your little hands through, when you're going into the corners, you can put the corner of the fold of the tape into the corner of the thing, and then push it down, and you'll get a nice line without really being able to see what you're doing. It just makes it a little bit more precise. So that's why big tape for the outside, little tape for the inside, fold it in half. First I just go kind of loosely around, not worrying too much about the tops of the corners, but I'll go back over and redo all the corners. Again, once everything's just like loosely in place, so the dowels are like the first sort of placement, and then the tape, and then I re-secure it again with more tape. And then that's it for the actual building side of things. And then I start adding the materials, the found materials. So it's important just to be, if you're putting it together, pushing it together at the same time, so you get it nice and equal. And then folding it over with a good amount of tape. Yeah, that's it. So I've glued with the hot glue gun big stones on the corners, and then in the gaps put PVA glue And then the little stones on top. I'm waiting for the PVA glue to dry, because as I'm moving it, the stones are falling off, but I think they will stick more if I just leave it alone. So I'm going to leave this project alone.